Happy Wednesday, Soul Tribe. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the Yin Yang Show with Indigo and Loy. And without further ado, let me introduce Indigo to you all. Hi, Indigo. I want to say a few words.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited.
Me
I
too.
think me and Loy have worked together on a kind of personal, private level before, and it's always been like bang. And to a point of one demonstration we did together, all the electricity was messing up on everyone's product, their products, their phones and everything, because like we're quite we're like two halves of a completely contradictory psychic team, and that's why we wanted to pull together the Yin Yang show. So I'm Indigo from Indigo's Oracle. Lovely to meet you.
Gentle
Uh,
psychic.
I'm very easygoing, but I have been developing my psychic ability and my mediumistic ability for many, many years. I'm actually 45, so I started in my late 20s. I give thousands of readings like per month, just like Loy, I'm sure. And I absolutely love what I do. And what I really love what I do is when I give you that moment where you go, wow, and give you that moment where you, not about me, because it's not about me. I don't care what you think about me at all. But it's more about the feeling of that enrichment, that encouragement, that healing, that moment of I'm not alone, or, it's going to be okay. And I will tell you that whatever's happening in life is always, always going to change. So whatever you're feeling right now, if you're feeling the worst you've ever felt, it will always change. Nothing is permanent.
That
Okay.
is so true.
Even my tattoos aren't permanent because they'll fade away eventually, but
And
probably
look,
won't be
to
here
show
then.
you guys, she had her, so show them your tattoo again. And this is where we really started. Like, I've known Indigo for like maybe 2 years, but I knew Indigo before
I don't know
anything
whether I
spirit,
can. Yeah.
and this is mine. Anything spiritual. No, you gotta, yeah. Before I started on my spiritual journey, like I met Indigo, and she's one of the. She's like she has become, I'll say, a lifelong friend. And it was so funny. She was on a live and she was talking about Iceland, and she showed that tattoo. And this is what I wear. This is my pendant that I wear, and it's the very same thing. It's the Viking. This is like the Viking compass. This means that you will never get lost. You will never be
And
lost.
that's why I have it.
You'll always find your way home. And let me tell you my story of this. So when I start like growing up, I'm from Jamaica, by the way, guys. Let me tell you, I now live in the US in southern Louisiana, but I am Jamaican born and grown. I moved to the US in 2016. And growing up, I always like had this fascination with anything Viking, anything Celtic. And for me, I knew that I can always say King Arthur and Merlin. For some reason, I knew that was real. I always believed that the things that people said were fairy tales. Anyway, fast forward to last year when I started awakening. My husband has these two statues on. These are candle holders actually, and he had them. We had them in the living room, and one day I was sitting here at my desk and I heard like in my head like somebody said, "This is Odin. You need to go take me off the where I'm on the TV stand." And I was like, but anyway, I'm the type of person I follow my intuition, and I went and I took them off, and there are two of them, and for me, these are my representations of All Father Odin, and it's like the many different faces of Odin because Odin has different faces. Then, then sometime in March or probably February this year, a reader friend of mine kept telling me about protection. Then I started seeing this in dreams. I had no idea what it was. And I think I was led when I got my Viking Oracle deck, this was in it. And like I kept hearing in my head, Odin kept telling me, you need to get this, you need to get this. And months after I got it, I saw Indigo with the same thing. I've never met another or seen another person with this. And then I saw Indigo with this. So that's just my story on that.
And I was going to say that I have it because I think I don't know whether anyone knows my backstory, and I'm not going to go into it too far, but I was given the spirit name of Indigo Starseed, and I used to work under Indigo Starseed, especially when I worked on Sky TV. But I stopped using that because I don't give starseed readings. I give earthly readings, not readings about your star connection. I might pick up on something, but it's not something I specialize in. But when I was when I realized that there's this part of me that doesn't feel like I'm from here, and I'm sure lots of you feel the same way, especially watching on the replay, because Spirit are telling me there's someone watching on the replay that's really going to connect with what we're saying. I had this done so I could remember that I'm not lost, I'm where I need to be and doing what I need to be doing. And actually, it's a reminder of myself that who I am and what I do is perfectly fine. And that sometimes we can feel like within a group of friends, even really close friends, you can still feel that you don't fit in. Well, it's important to understand that you shouldn't fit in because you are individual. So we should all have their own colours and our own style and our own way of doing things. And that's, I think, one of the beauties of me and Loy working together, because we work similar but different. So that's going to be rather nice.
And you know, guys, unlike Indigo, who has been on this path for a couple of years, mine really started January 2020. That's when mine really started. But I've always had my abilities, but you know, they were repressed during childhood by my family, who I don't judge them because, you know, they were doing the best that they knew how at that time. But when my abilities really started to surface and I would tell them things, that my abilities were repressed. I was told they were evil, and you know, they tried to baptize it out of me, put it that way. But still, you know, like for me, I still love them because I understand that, you know, they were just doing the best they could at that point in time. And guys, without further ado, you know, I like to get the energy clear. So I am going to use, this is my mantra that I made. I created for myself last year. Oh, let me top this up. Hold on. And you see, let me show you my fancy spoon. You see my fancy spoon, guys? This is my little witchy spoon.
Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice.
That I use for my burner. And you know what? Let's put white copal on here. Let's go with some white copal.
I love the smell of copal. I used to work in a Latin American shop. I was manager there. And I'd just burn the copal all the time. Copal.
I like both of them. I like the smell of the white and the yellow. I think it's the yellow or the gold.
Yeah, the golden was the one that I used.
With the smoke, I cleanse this place. I banish negativity, every single trace. Let the light of the divine fill the sacred space. Only love, joy, and peace shall it embrace. With the smoke, I cleanse this place. I banish negativity, every single trace. Let the light of the divine fill the sacred space. Only love, joy, and peace shall it embrace. So, all right, guys. So without further ado, you can start popping your names, or if you have a question, no legal, no health questions are allowed. And please make sure that whatever you say, it is something that you want everyone to see, because I will be putting your comments up on the screen. So make sure that your comment it's no expletives or anything like that, okay?
And
right,
no family secrets that you don't want the world to see, because it's important.
All right, so Nita is here and she wants a message. I have this deck on my desk, Nita, and I think I'm gonna pull you a card from this. And I don't know what Indigo has for you.
Sorry, I can't get it on my page, Lois, so I don't know whether it's cross-posting or not. So just so you know, we're missing quite a lot of my lovely people as well.
All right, hold on, let me see.
Also, I'll go with intuition. If you do the reading to start with, the only thing I ask is if anyone's objective to tarot, I'm completely believe that you have choice. If you're objective to tarot, just say no tarot, okay? Because I've got tarot, I've got angels and ancestors, and I've also got Starstream Oracle, I've got Nature Whispers, and I've got Water Oracle as well. And I've just been working with the water spirits, so Water Oracle might be interesting today.
Indigo, I'm trying to share it to your page for you, so let me see if I can do that.
That would be good if we could.
Yeah,
It will only put it to my profile.
All right, it allows me to create a post. The little Indigo is going to be on your page now. You remember how we linked our pages, how I linked our pages? So you have permission to post on mine and I can post on yours. So I'm posting it on yours now.
Lovely.
Oh, I should edit this. You are welcome.
This is new, guys. It will be smooth as what could be smooth. Smooth as a blancmange. There you go.
Yeah, just bear with us, guys. This is the launch of it, you know. So this is the first we're doing it. So we're trying to iron out all the kinks.
We won't go into the word kink, though, will we, Loy? If you hadn't noticed, I'm a little bit naughty. I do apologise. I've got a lot of fairy energy around me today. I'm very naughty.
Alrighty, so Indigo, take what did I just do? I needed to edit this. Or not that one. I need to edit this one. All right, so Indigo, take a look. It should be up on your page.
Let's have a little peek, see, shall we?
Did you share it to your group, the Spiritual Friends group?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Did it get shared?
Let me have a look. I'm having a lot of trouble actually getting into my page lately. I don't know what's going on. Oh, come on. Let's go back to business. There we go.
Oh, yes, it's shared. I see it there. Okay. Thank you guys for being so patient with us.
Yeah.
All right, so it's shared to your page and it's shared to your group right now.
Yeah, it's not showing on my page at the moment.
I'm seeing it. I don't know why. That's weird.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? Hang on. Might be just a slight delay. If any of my people on my page are here, say hello so we know that you're...
For some reason it disappeared, Indigo.
It disappeared?
Yes, it did. Let me put it again. You know what? I think we are meant to do something great because you see the amount of difficulties we're having here.
Let's go for it. Let's just go for it. I'm going to see... Let me see if I can get Lauren to come and share because she's my admin.
All right, take a look now.
Yeah, I've got about four groups I can send it to, so it'd be nice to have a lovely eclectic mix
take a look now,
British and American and Australian and everything else.
Take a look on your page, Indigo, and tell me because I just reposted it, so I'm seeing it.
Apologies, guys. This is literally our first time, so once we've got this nailed, we won't have this going on. Oh, dearie me.
All right, so take a look on your page now. Just refresh it. It should be showing.
Yep. Good if I could get into my page, wouldn't it? I can't see it, but we'll just go ahead. We'll just go ahead and hope that it's worked. I'm having a lot of trouble with my Facebook page at the moment, but I don't really want to start again after
Don't worry. When we get off of here, you and I will get together and start
we'll have a little chat. Yeah, thank you.
All right, and guys, as Indigo was telling you, like I use tarot and I use oracle cards. So for those of you who know me, like that's how I work. So just as Indigo said, if you have a problem with tarot, just let us know. But as for my decks, I have like 30 decks. So I can't listen.
I've got about 50 indoors, but I've only got about 6 here. I'm trying because I end up like stuck with my head in my bag at tarot, going, I don't want these. I want these. I want these, and it takes so long, so I have to restrict myself.
For me, I have 2 drawers, like my desk. The drawers on the right side, I stack all my tarot decks, my decks in them, so they're easily accessible. All right.
Yeah, well, I'm outside, and unfortunately, they would get ruined, and I would cry. I would cry a lot. They're not replaceable, really, are they?
So Nita, I'm tapping into the Akashic records for you because I'm using my Akashic tarot, and I'm gonna get you a card. So one card for Nita. What does Nita need to know today? What messages are coming forth for her? Nita. Nita, you have views of the ego, and this is in reverse. Now, narcissistic feeling here. This is like, you see this views of the ego. There is somebody around you. Let me put it so you can see. There is someone around you who it's like all they see is themselves. All they talk about is themselves. It's like I said, it's very narcissistic, and this type of person, nobody's better than them. The feeling that they have is, you know, I am the king of the world and nobody's better than me. And how dare anyone tries to say different or think different. That's what I'm getting with this here. It's like this person, when they look in a mirror, as you can see, there are three people standing here. And if you look, they're looking in the mirror and only one shadow is being reflected, because to them, nobody else exists but them. It's like they are the only one. They're the center of the universe. They're the center of the world. That's what I'm getting with this card here. I don't know what Indigo may be getting for you. You know what? I'm going to pull you one more card just to get some more info on this.
Yeah, that'd be great. Indigo, live displayed in your profile, honey. Lauren, can you check whether it's please in my page, and can you pass it on to Mystic Magic, Mystic Medium and Magic page, Indigo's Oracle Mystic Medium and Magic group, and also Spiritual Friends, please, and any other groups you think it would be relevant. I'd appreciate it. Thank you very much, very, very much.
And then you have another card here. You have the Master, the Master Artisan. Now, these two cards, it's time to make a plan, Nita. You see this person's behavior? The fact that you have this in reverse, this is telling you that it's time to do away with this. It's time to put away this person's behavior. The Master Artisan, it's time to make a new plan. What does the artisan do? He creates, he makes plans. So Nita, this is telling you that it is time to make a new plan to get away from the situation. Like, this is not serving you. This is really, really not serving you. So you are being asked to craft up a plan, create a plan. And it may even mean, you know, seeking the help of others. Because if you look here, even though the Master Artisan is here, he still has people around him. So this may mean a community. This may mean, you know, falling back on friends, or maybe someone who can help you, give you a different perspective. It could even be this reading. It could even be me and Indigo here, but you have to make a plan. You have to make a choice. This is no good for you. And this I'm getting to, it's because it's a rose card, and you know, roses are about love. So this is about family, close friends, relationships. This is someone close to you, and you need to get away from this person. Indigo, okay. I turn it over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. So, Nita, I want to say, adding on to what Loy was saying, this feeling of this narcissistic behavior is really important that everyone understands that is not okay. That is not okay. No one is better than anyone else. And anyone in their life who makes them feel small or insignificant, you've got to consider, why are they needing that power trip? Why is that happening? And what I would suggest is both of you unhappy in this situation. So I'm sorry to say that, because I don't feel you want to hear it, but I feel that's really important to say. So the Six of Air has come in for you, got two swans. So I want to say, Nita, that this romance that you have at the moment, or this marriage or this connection that you have, which I believe Loy's mentioning, because I do feel it's a romantic connection rather than family. If you move away from that, which is what we're suggesting, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, because I can see the trials and tribulations you have with that action, but I do feel you will meet your equal, because there's someone who is out there waiting for you to have that freedom. Because the feeling when Loy's talking, all I can feel is like a butterfly flying. It's like you just need to take flight, and it's not that easy, yes. But if you start making that plan of action that Loy's talking about, which is basically, you know, life coaching for yourself, is like, what's your 1 to 10 points that you can do? Your first point is make a decision in your mind that you're going to do this. Make a commitment to yourself and commitment to your mind and commitment to your body and your spirit. You are worth better than this. The second thing is, what action do I need to start taking? Do I need to put something away? Do I need to make, your life is going to be different to our lives. So whatever action you need to take, and even if it takes you a year to get there, just start moving forward towards that freedom, because it's really, really important. Now, the Six of Air is very much saying to you that new beginnings are coming in. 6 months, things are going to really change, because that's what they're bringing to me for the 6. We've got this lovely winter scene, and we've got these children here, and I feel that you do have children, Nita, and with your children, they will be accepted into this situation, because this is part of the reason you feel uncomfortable about moving away from this scenario. Going on, we have the Four of Air. So it's bringing in security with the trees, the tallness of the trees, standing tall and being proud of who you are. There's things you're not being able to do. There's things you've been suppressed in doing. I want to give you that freedom so you can really be yourself and really, really bloom, because this is what they're saying to you. There's a need to move away. So wherever you are at the moment, there will be a need to move away. But that's really for your own benefit of feeling your own peace, and that's what we want to bring to you. And actually 90% of readings or advice from spirit is bringing you inner peace, because it's so, so important. The life with the peace and the harmony and feeling that you are perfectly you is so magical, compared to a life of feeling under pressure and stress and strain and under control. And that's where you are at the moment. So the 4 is also bringing in the 4 directions, which is just saying that you can go anywhere you choose. You can go in whichever way you choose. It's to do with choice. I know Lois said a lot choice words herself, but this is all to do with choice. And I know that if you are able to move away, even if it's slowly, because I don't feel it's going to be a quick thing, if you can move away, new doors will open and new opportunities will come in. There's a tall, dark, handsome man. I know it sounds very, very, very cliche, but he's got lovely dark brown eyes, and he looks a bit like a Moroccan I dated once. So he's a lovely, lovely, handsome chap, very gentle. He will treat you well, and he will treat you like the princess you deserve. All right, lots of love there. Thank you very much for working with us.
Nita, one quick card before I go. When I flip my deck over, this was on top of it. I'll show you something. You see this? This is balance. And if you realize, this lady here, she is standing on the water, but at the same time it's like she's a bridge. Look at her stance, and in one hand she has the sun, and in one hand she has the moon. So this is saying balance. And I'm gonna tell you, Nita, this is what you need to work into. This is what you need to work towards. Right now, you are like this. You're fragmented. Your energy is fragmented. This person has fragmented your energy, but you need to work on becoming this. You need to start, as Indigo saying, make the choices, and it all starts with here. You have to first change your mind. You have to first tell yourself, like, I am getting out of this. I am making a way out. And let me say, you have to be careful too that you're not physically saying one thing and your mindset is saying another thing. That's why we say it don't start with here. It don't start with your mouth. It starts with your mind, because it doesn't matter if you say 1,000,000 times, I'm getting out of this, but your mindset tells you, oh, I can't. It's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. The universe doesn't work on your words. It works on your energy. So energetically, what is coming from your mind, it has to be aligned with your action in order for it to work. Nita, thank you for allowing us to read for you today. We are going to
sending you lots of love, lots and lots of love and light, darling.
All right. Indigo, you want to choose someone? Can you see the comments?
Yeah.
All right, you go ahead and you choose.
Okay, let's go with Moy Sweet Whiter. I think they've been here since the beginning.
All right, so let me put her up. Come on, where are you? I don't see you. All right, I see you.
Moy Sweet Whiter. Okay.
Oh, it's Witter.
Witter. Is it Witter?
You know what, Indigo? She and I are friends. We are from Jamaica. We actually worked in the same call center together for years.
Ah. All right, I'm going to go with Nature's Whispers for you. They're not tarot. I don't know whether you've got an adversity for tarot, but I just didn't feel tarot was for you today. All right.
Well, you know what? She loves tarot.
Maybe not Witch's Tarot.
Yeah, I have witches. You know, I have that.
I've got it here. That's what I was using. Yeah,
That's my go-to tarot deck.
that's the witch's tarot I've got.
Mine is
I'll
everything.
do one of each. I'll do one of each.
All right.
Because these are beautiful, and I feel we need a bit of beauty from Moist Sweet. I'm not going to say your surname because I messed it up. I do mess up things, but at least I admit it. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? We've got a little bit of a running theme here because you've got you are worth it. Okay. Now, I want to say for you, Moist Sweet, that at the moment, whatever you're doing as work is not satisfying your soul. It's really, really important that you reconsider what you're doing, because what we can do in life is we can run that treadmill. We can sort of start somewhere and just keep following that journey in that place of employment or in that career. And we get to a point where, like, actually, this is not really what I want to do anymore. So they're saying to you that you're worthy of making a decision that will change your life more for you, because you do so much for others. I know you're a huge giver. I can see your massive heart energy is just huge. And I know sometimes you have even, like, it's almost like you metaphysically or really give the food off your plate for someone else and go without. I just feel that energy is really, really strong with you.
Overcompensating.
Yeah, well, I think sometimes what we can do, because I used to be the biggest giver you could consider, and I still give a lot, but what we can do is we can think that to make someone else happy, we fill their cup by giving things to them. The only person that can make someone happy is themselves, and that is absolute 100% fact, even in a relationship. And I do feel that Moist Sweet has a relationship that's going through some slightly difficult times at the moment. Go back to when it began. Go back to how you were when it began. Try and take out of context the mundane things of life. Do something fun and frivolous. I want to see you on a beach. I want to see you partying. I want to see you just dancing the night away on the beach, maybe with the full moon, because that's what I'm seeing in my mind, but maybe that's my dream more than yours. But I just want to bring you out of the home. I want to bring you out of work, and I just want to have more playtime. And I know that sounds silly because I know you're getting older and I'm getting older too, but it doesn't mean we don't want to play, because our spirit and our soul self is never getting older. It just is the same age it always was throughout all its different lifestyles and lifetimes. With this lady, we've got a lot of pink here, so there's a need of self-care. I feel there's something going on with your skin at the moment. Lots of moisturizer, but they're saying there's a special, I don't know what it is. There's a special nut in your home country that goes into the oil, and that can really help your skin. I don't know that it sounds a bit like coconut. I don't know what it is. I've not come across it before, but they're saying put that on your skin and that will really, really help. It's not coconut. It's a different type of nut, okay? A brown nut, a little round brown, well, not round, but a little shaped nut there. Now we've got the lilies in here. We've got the stargaze lilies, and this is telling me that there has been a bereavement recently, and they're saying to you to let go of that feeling of you weren't there or you didn't do enough, because that's very much in your mind. Know that 90% of people with bereavements will feel that way because it's part of grief. Part of grief is I wasn't there, I didn't see enough. All the regrets, but the important thing is to remember the memories and just hold on to that memory that's really, really strong. Now, there's a chrysanthemum also in the distance, so I know that this is a lady that's been bereaved for you, and I do know that there's a real feeling of wanting to get away. You're a bit trapped where you are at the moment. I feel this is around bureaucracy rather than your choice. But I want to say to you, you can still go away in your mind, and you can still, within your play experience, also enjoy a bit of escapism. Just a second card. We've got the 5 of air. So there's 5 within your family, either yours or your siblings and your parents. I want to say that there's a little feeling of being left out at the moment. Just make things available that you cannot be left out. Sometimes people just don't not necessarily leave out people on purpose. They just leave them out because maybe they think they're getting on okay and they don't need the level of attention the other children or the other family members need. There's a bit of rain here, so I know you're wanting rain. I don't know if it's a rain season coming in, but I'm just saying to you, do not worry, the rain will come. Okay, I'm going to leave you with that and let Loy move on. Thank you very much.
Come on. Something's ending for something new to begin. All right, you have the karmic trench here in reverse. So what this is saying is that there is some karma that you were working on that it's been healed, it's been cleared. This karma has been cleared. No, this is something you had thought that you would never get out of. Why? Because here you have clearing the way in reverse. So clearing the way in reverse, no, this is telling you that the way has been cleared. The way has been cleared. The way has been open for you, but you just need to be bold enough to take this choice, to step on it. You are no longer in this karmic trench. You are no longer like, to put the karmic trench upright, it shows the man digging himself down into a trench. You are not doing that. With this in reverse, look, with this in reverse, you know, you are coming up out of the trench. So whatever karma, there was some sort of karma that needed to be resolved between you and someone else. This has been resolved. You no longer need to keep the repeating patterns, the repeating cycles. And come on, you know this karma, you know what it was. It was a repeating pattern that kept showing up in your life in various ways, in your relationships, in your job. But Spirit is telling you that this has been cleared. You have done your karma. So it is time now to look towards a new day. You see all this? Look up here. You see how sunny it is? This is the new day coming for you. Then you also have the Four of Keys in reverse, clearing the way. The way has been cleared for you. The way has been cleared. You know, whatever you thought was impossible, it is possible. It is happening. It's coming. But you just have to be brave enough to realize that this log, it no longer stands in front of you. Look at it. You're on the reverse side of the log. You've cleared the way. You've passed it. So this is no longer a problem for you. Whatever this situation was, it's been resolved. It's time to be happy. That's what this is telling you, that it is time to be happy. Okay, hon? That's what I have for Kamai.
Lovely.
All righty. So
I think it's so important, isn't it, Lloyd, to take hold of your own happiness and take hold of, you know, and I said in the broadcast yesterday that we all do things we're not proud of. We've all upset someone we didn't mean to upset, or hurt someone we didn't mean to hurt. But the point is that the forgiveness is so important, because if you don't forgive yourself, you're just dragged into the past all the time. So it's very important.
If you are still here, I saw your name. I wrote it down, but now I can't find your comment. So Nishant, if you are still here, I would like to for us to do a reading for you. So just comment your name again. That's Nishant, Huria, I think Huria. But I wrote your name down on my pad, but now I can't find your comment. So if you're still here, just pop a comment, all right? So that is going to be my next person. Indigo, you want to choose someone? Because I'm going to wait and see if that person is still here.
See if they're here. Yeah, let's have a little look.
Because I feel there's a message here. I was scrolling and I saw their name. And so I made sure that I was looking for my notepad to write it down.
All right, let's see. I'll tell you what, let's get some people to comment, because we need to make sure they're here, don't we? Oh, Nishant's here.
Right, Nishant is here. All right, Nishant is here. Hi, Nishant. Thank you. All righty, so...
Let's go.
All right, so let's see. Messages are here. And Nishant, I'm using my Akashic Tarot. Nishant, I feel strongly too. There's another deck I want to use for you. And guys, this is how I work. I have, like I say, about 30 decks. And I'm here shuffling for him with this deck, and I know there's a message here, but Spirit was also showing me another deck in my mind. Nishant, I feel there's a message in my Archangel Oracle deck for you, so I'm going to pull you a card from that as well. All right, so let's see what messages are here. What does Nishant need to know? All right. Nishant, bend but don't break. You need to be strong. That's the first message I'm getting here is just like the willow tree, and here you have the willow. And with the willow, it's one of those trees where when strong winds come, it bends all the way down and it comes back up. And another theme I'm getting, as soon as I saw this willow card, I saw a set of fine dining porcelain dishes that my grandma had that had the weeping willow in them. So that is telling me too, there is something going on with your emotions. Emotionally, something is going on. And why? Another thing that tells me that, the water right here. Water represents emotions. And your emotions are stuck. They're not free flowing. And what I use again to know that, look at the stream. You see there's a blockage right here. You see how right here is narrow? That is you right now. But when you working on this, you can open up to this. You can open up to this vast flowing stream here. Your emotions can be free. So this is telling you, for one, that you have restricted emotions that you need to work on. But the main theme of the willow, it's about strength. The willow is a very, very strong tree. Like, it has deep roots, and this is also about roots. The willow has deep roots so that it can withstand any storm, any wind. When a wind comes, it bends over like this and it comes back up. So that is what then this card now does confirm, like I said, there was emotions and a love situation, because here you have 5 of roses, the garden, and this is about happiness. So this card, it's about incoming happiness for you. Like, I'm getting the feeling, you're feeling like, there's a certain happiness that you want and it won't happen, but this is telling you that it's going to happen. That happiness that you want, that you're yearning for, it is going to happen. It's going to take some work, but it's going to happen. And look, you have a little boy here and a little girl. That represents a man and a woman. So you and this person, the person that's on your mind, you and this person, you're going to end up together. You're going to end up happy together. Oh, Indigo. It's probably searching for a deck. Indigo, you wanna go ahead and see what you get for him while I tap in and get some spiritual guidance? Indigo, I'm not hearing you.
That was because I muted myself. Oh dear, I'm really sorry. I'm mid-menopause and I'm having a meltdown, so I had to get a fan in here. So I'm always honest. I believe in honesty is the best policy. So that's where I've been. But anyway, I didn't hear what Loy was saying. So please understand that I'm not necessarily knowing what she said already, but I'm listening to my spirit team. So this is for Nishant. Thank you very much for being here. We've got Craftsman of Air. So this card is absolutely fantastic. It's showing that you have a really creative mind. You have a really how would I word it? It's like you have a very analyzing mind. You have a very clever, logical, analyzing mind. And what they're saying to you is write down what you're experiencing, because they're telling me right now you're having the most incredible dreams and inspirations, but they're just flittering away. Instead of using them, they're flittering away, and we want you to anchor them down, because it's really, really important in this moment. There is study around you, Nishant, so maybe you've been thinking, should I start a new course or not? Please do use that mind. Not everyone has a mind that holds on to information like yours does. Not everyone has a mind that can understand the angles of things in such a clear way. You find sometimes people quite perplexing, like, why don't they understand? Why can't they figure that out? So use that mind, because it is really important. Air is also about giving you inspiration. So air, the position of air is saying to you, go for it. Whatever it is you're thinking of creating and crafting, go for it, because it's going to really work. Crow is in the background here. Now I know it's a blackbird, but I'm seeing it as a crow. Crow energy for me is saying, if you step out of that comfort zone and do something you're quite fearful of, which I feel is public talking more than anything, like expressing how you think, feel, and understand the world, it will bring open the most amazing magic into your world. It will really shift those, you know, you've seen that film Sliding Doors, and you have that moment where like life's like this, and then you have that shift and it turns into life like that. That's where we want you to be. So the Eight of Earth is coming in, this your second card. It's very much reminds me of ecological shamanism or eco-shamanism, and that's reminding you that your outside of your home is as important as the inside of your home, and your inside of your home is as important as the inside of your brain or your body. Everything reflects each other. So when we look after our gardens, then we look after our home, we look after ourselves. It all boils down to self-care. The water pool in the middle is saying that there's a situation at the moment for you, Nishant, that you're hello Eddie. He's being naughty, is he? He's a pixie, Eddie, I swear, human pixie. But the water is showing you something at the moment you're not particularly liking about yourself. If there's something you don't like about yourself, maybe see it through another's eyes, because sometimes we can see something in someone else, we find it irritating or annoying. We need to look at why that is, because it's part of you that you're finding as a reflection irritating or annoying. Make a change. You don't have to be the person you always were, but you don't also have to change for others. You change for yourself. The figure of 8 also within this, the 8th of Earth, is saying to you, reminding you of that what's inside is outside, what outside is inside. Make more peace in yourself and you'll have more peace in your world. I really want to say to you the 8th of October is a very difficult day for you. It's an anniversary of a passing or a birth of a loved one. Feels a gentleman, and I feel that he stood very tall and proud, and he's still standing tall and proud of you. All right, lots of love there. Thank you very, very much for working with me.
Indigo, you mentioned study, and when you mentioned study, and you were talking about, you know, career, and so I pulled out my life purpose deck and I started shuffling, and this came out for him. Study. Reading, research, and education can help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. So Nishant, just to piggyback on what Indigo said about, you know, you studying, there is some sort of study. This, whatever this is, it's gonna turn out well. This new thing, it's like almost like a new venture, new something, but this is telling you that it's gonna turn out well, but you are gonna need to research. The main word I see here is research. It isn't so much about studying I'm hearing for this, as in, you know, literal sitting down and study. It's more of doing your market research. There is some sort of research that needs to go into some venture that you want to do. But once you research and pay attention to details, because for some reason I'm seeing like a document in front of me with a lot of fine print on it. So pay attention to details as well. Details. Pay attention to the details. And this document, it could be a contract, it could be
Lloyd, can I just say, I think it's an agreement, a financial agreement. Now, we can't talk about finance. But what I'm saying to you is just read everything very clearly, because I'm seeing it as well as Lloyd.
I'm seeing a document, but it's so crazy. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I'm seeing. You know, like I'm gonna use something here in the US. You know, like when you say you sign up for Cox or you sign up for AT&T, and they send you whatever, but then, you know, they have that back sheet with all the little tiny writing that we never look on. That's what I'm seeing in my mind, and something very important is hidden in there, so you have to make sure, and don't be rushed. I'm seeing also, like, while you're reading it, someone breathing over your shoulder. Don't be rushed. Whatever this is, don't be rushed with it, okay?
Okay.
Nishant, I had gotten this card for you from the my Archangel deck. And this has Archangel Zadkiel, and it says it's a time for transmutation. Now, this is releasing. Transmutation is changes. And what I'm getting here with this for you, Nishant, is it's time to release. There needs to be a release, an emotional release. Like, there is a lot of pent up frustration. Something's frustrating you very much. And it's like a lot of, I feel like here, like my chest is just closed tight like this. Like I have, and I'm hearing the steel bars. It's almost like you got steel bars. Like you have so much pent up inside of you that needs to be a release. And remember, I showed you the card with the river. There needs to be a release, free flowing of emotions. This Willow card, as I was explaining, it has more than one messages. One message is, bend but don't break. The other one is know that there's a glory, like something is going to work out very wonderful for you. See this burst of light above the willow tree? It's like a burst of light above you. It's like I'm looking at you and I'm seeing your upper chakras, like you're nearly clairvoyant, I would say. You like you see things, your vision, your third eye sees a lot of things, but Nishant, you doubt a lot. You don't believe what you see here, but it is gonna open. And if you look up here, well, you can't really see, but the light up here is kind of a purple. It's so funny. The light here is kind of a purplish light that goes with this card. So this is a card of release. Archangel Zadkiel, he wants you to transmute and release anything that doesn't serve you, any emotions that doesn't serve you. Like, just let it all go. Let it all go, okay? That's what I have for you, Nishant.
Lovely. Can I read for Brenda?
Oh, sure.
Penna, please?
Yeah, sure.
Can you bring her to the screen?
All right, I will.
Hi, Brenda. So as I was saying, Brenda put a message up saying, can I have the water oracle? And I'd literally just got it from the shelf. I hadn't even looked at the screen because I was sitting back
Brenda,
down.
where's your comment? Brenda, can you comment again so I can put it up because we have so much comments here?
Yeah, I'm hoping that Brenda is still here.
You're welcome, Nishant. Brenda, yeah, she's. I can tell you, I have some people who, as soon as I get on, they're here and they stay on too. And Brenda is one of them.
Oh, well, there you go, Brenda. Your loyalty is rewarded because we do appreciate it. And I can speak for Loy that we both love what we do. And the only way we can do what we do is by you guys supporting us. So thank you so much. Makes a huge difference. This is not a career. This is a lifestyle.
This is my life purpose.
This is a passion. Yeah. Yeah. I came across that the other day.
Indigo, yesterday I was telling Brenda yesterday that how I knew this was my life purpose that I'm supposed to do this is without ever knowing anything about tarot, oracle. Last year, January, I woke up on Saturday morning and I said to my hubby, let's go to a bookstore. And he says, Barnes & Noble is like 10 minutes drive from us, 10, 15 minutes. And we went there. I've never been to Barnes & Noble, guys, since I've been in the US, 2016. This was my first time in an actual bookstore. And we went into Barnes & Noble and it was me, him and my stepson. And he said, I'm going to walk around. You go walk around and browse. And guys, I'll tell you, one of my fears is escalators. I don't know why.
I remember you saying that. I've not liked them either. Is it the ones to go up with? I always thought they were going to eat me as a child.
Indigo.
So maybe it's an empathic thing. Maybe we feel the vibrations or something. Because I didn't like them either. I wouldn't go on them until I was an adult.
And even at 37, guys, I'll go on it, but I don't like it. And so I was walking around and I saw the escalator, and it's almost like this escalator glowed. And I said, you know what? Something's up there for me. And I went upstairs and I started walking around. And walking around, I found the metaphysical section. When I found the metaphysical section, like I say, guys, I've never seen oracle cards. I don't know anything about all of this. I walked into the section and this deck, and this is how things work for me. It glows. I was walking around looking at the decks, and this deck just went like this. And I picked it up and I told my husband, I want this. I came home and I opened the deck and I read the book. I shuffled, and the first card I pulled, I put the deck down for 2 months. The first card was eerily accurate. When I said the very, very first card, I was like, oh my Lord. And like, guys, I never did this. I never, none of this. And that is how I knew. And like I said, I put it on for 2 months. You know what happened next? COVID happened. March 16, I went to work. It was the last day of work. The hotel was shut down. And after that, it was almost like I was at home, I was working, and I did my business page. I remember the first time I was like, all right, I'm gonna do a reading. It took me 2 days. And here I am. And like I said, I started when last year, January. So this for me is a passion. This is what makes me happy.
I must admit, Loy, that so a few months ago I gave up my part-time job.
I remember
in August. Thank you, Loy, for your support with that one. But I actually got to a state of depression with my job, and I absolutely believe that when things are not feeling right in your body, when your body's reacting to events or people, you really must take notice, because it's the biggest compass, it's the biggest guidance we can have, is our physical being, our physical energy, and remembering everything is energy. But it's a case of the biggest thing I was worried about, and this sounds pretty awful, is stopping my spirit work. Because basically the conversation my employer had with me was that maybe you need to stop doing so much. And she was indicating that maybe I should stop doing this and just go to work. And that to me is worse than some of the worst things people can think of, because it is in our blood. I'm not hugely keen on the word destiny, because I think you have to make your own. But it's a case of like, we are born into this. This is in our blood. This is what we need to do. And, you know, you can develop and develop and develop, but the biggest development you can do is actually doing it. And good on Loy for having that faith, because it's hard to have that faith.
You know, Indigo, I am one person where, all right, typically people would describe me as impulsive. And I am impulsive. I'm that.
Impulsive too.
When I moved to the US, and I've gotten to the point where, you see, everything that's happened in my life, I have seen why. Like, when I moved to the US, 2016, it was at the height of my career in Jamaica. I was a business analyst. I was making, my pay was all right. I was in the department only 2 of us was making that pay. My pay was like, I had no worries. I was all right. I was in my dream job, because for me, being a business analyst, figuring things out, and that shows that comes over into doing this, because my job before, guys, was a business analyst in a call center where I did call miner, JavaScript coding. I was the person who, whenever you call, like say AT&T Cox, the scripting those people used to you, I write that. And because I write that, I can use codes. I could use codes to go in the system and find anything. And like I say, I was happy. I thought I was happy. 2016, I just got an itch. It's time to go. It's time to go. And the next thing I know, I found myself buying a ticket, leaving my perfectly good job, coming to the US. I came to the US, and you know, the job that I started in, and I'm going to tell you how it impacted me, housekeeping. I started working in a hotel as a housekeeper, a job that I was in Jamaica and I said I would never do. But you know what? It helped me develop my people skills, because my job before was behind the scenes. I used to be an agent on the phone, and I can tell you, like, that lasted like 3 months, because I worked so hard. Because I didn't really, for me, at that time, I didn't really embody the part of me actually talking to people. And I worked so hard to get behind the scenes. And I stayed behind the scenes for 5 years. And the next job I came here and got, I was trusting to people. I was trusting to a job where I had to be a people person. But you know what? Starting my business, all that technical background has paid off. I built my website, I built everything, and I never paid $1 because I had all that techie background. And then the people came in with doing this and being able to do lives and talk to you guys.
I absolutely 100% believe that nothing you do in life is a waste of time.
Nothing.
Even the moments you get annoyed with things, even the moments things don't go right, nothing is a waste of time, because it's all teaching you how you should do things, how you shouldn't do things. It's giving you an experience, and that level of like regretting where you've come from and what you've gone through is really, really difficult. Okay, I'm going to move on with Brenda, but it's lovely for people to understand where things come from and how the passion unrolls, because that's how it really is. It's quite incredible, and it is part of you that is so ingrained that when you don't work with spirit, you miss it more than you miss your family. Sorry, I need some air.
That is true, Indigo. That is true. You are so correct with that. Like, for me, guys, those of you who knew that we went through the hurricane here, Hurricane Ida, and I had to sit here for 2 weeks, no outside, because we had no power, we had nothing. And you know what's so crazy, guys? Even now, parts of my city, I have neighbors beside me that still have no power. Their house is so damaged, they still have no power. And just that 2 weeks, it showed me how much I love this, because I would get up and, you know, being so used to getting on here helping you guys, and then for 2 weeks I'm just like, I can't do anything. But you know, I used it for self-reflection. I came up with some new reading spreads. You know, I use it for self-development. I just found time for other things. But what Indigo is saying is true. Like, when you don't get to do this, nothing compares. Nothing can take the place of it. Absolutely nothing.
I'm going to read for Brenda, but I just want to say something to Brittany a minute, because she's saying, I currently hate people, to be honest. Well, you're really generalizing. There's rather a lot of people on this world, and possibly in other universes. What I would say is that you're not enjoying the experience of people around you or the people you're experiencing. Make a change.
Yeah, you need a new tribe. Your soul tribe.
You need to make a change. You know, if people get on your nerves, get away from them. If family get on your nerves, make that decision to do something about it. But it's all to do with choice. And I know we said that before, but it so is. Okay. All right. So, Brenda Penna. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Apologies if I'm not. But this is the Water Oracle deck. It's based on the work of Masaru Emoto, who's an incredible scientist who has blended the idea of spirituality and science. Now, I'm not a scientist. I don't really need science. It's just I feel things, I experience things, I trust what I get. But it shows you the different water molecule crystals with different words. So this word is saying earth, and it's got blue for you. So I want to say to you, Brenda, there's something similar to what we've just been saying going on around you. There's a real feeling of very strong emotion. You're a very empathic person. And I want to say, with this empathy, don't necessarily feel that you have to action on everything you're receiving, because with our psychic ability and with our empathic understanding, if we act on everything we experience, we just end up so stuck just serving everyone else, and we actually forget ourselves. And I don't want you forgetting yourself. That is hugely important. This crystal's got this beautiful balance of 6 points. So I know there's 6 people within your world that are really important to you, that are pulled together. Maybe your soul tribe, maybe your family, but it feels more like friends than family in this occasion. The earth is saying about keeping yourself grounded, so not spreading yourself so thin in this world that, again, your vitality is falling away, because we don't want you to do that. There is a need of review of what you're doing in your daily practice in your life. So this might be around work, or this might be around your own behavior in your home. There's feeling like there's a lot of wasted time that you could just pull back for yourself, because I'm hearing you literally say in my mind, but I don't have time. I don't have time for me. And I want to make things simpler. I want to make things, I'm not into routine, but it's more about the routine of the boring stuff, so that you can enjoy the fun stuff. We want you to have more fun. We want you to release those tears for your mother, because there's a real strong feeling around feeling sadness for your mother or loss of your mother. I'm not sure whether you're away from her or whether she's passed on, because I'm not working as a medium in this instant. But I am wanting to say, release those tears, allow them to fall. It's really important that you express yourself, because when we don't express ourselves with our emotions, that's when we have trouble with the solar plexus, and that's when you can have bereavement stomach, you can have grief stomach, or you can have that kind of uncomfortable, unsettling, IBS, all these kind of conditions that come with emotional disharmony. So I want to give that to you. Going to give you another water oracle, Brenda. Thank you very much for being here. So this is really important. We've got here. Yeah, I didn't feel that she's passed away, but I just feel the sadness around your mother. That's what they're saying. They've actually given you self-love. So isn't that a lovely compliment to what I've just said?
Wow.
Wisdom is the top of this page. And it's just saying that everything stems from you. So this sadness needs to be released. There's a feeling of disharmony around you and your mother as well. I haven't read your comments because I can't see them. But there's a feeling of disharmony. And I want to say to you, it's not about you. Keep being who you are. But maybe it's saying to you that you've outgrown each other a little bit. There's more modernization in you. I know that sounds a bit strange. It's the only way I can say it. And there's less need for holding on to traditional ways which you don't see the point to. So maybe that's something that's going on here. But self-love is about understanding you can have the world and the experience of the world you want. You don't have to put up with other people's rubbish. You know, sometimes we need to listen because they need that healing moment of someone listening, but you don't have to take it on board. It's not for you to fix everyone. So I want to say to you right now, Spirit is saying, look after you because you matter. Whether that's more water, whether that's better nutrition, whether that's exercise, whether that's better sleep. Sleep is a time we heal, and I know sleep is a difficulty for you. Consider EFT, which is Emotional Freedom Technique. You can find the information on YouTube and other websites, but also consider hypnotherapy, which you can also find there to help you sleep, because I feel sleep is a real problem. Write down your worries. If you've got worries, write them down and put 2 columns. What can I do about it? And if you can't do anything about it, you've got to accept it, because that which you can't accept, change, and that which you can't change, you need to accept. I'm going to leave you with Loy now. Thank you very much.
Indigo, I know you saw me smiling and laughing because it's so, the card, I'm gonna put up a card here that came out for Brenda, and it is so crazy. Brenda, you have the waterfalls in reverse. And it's so funny, Indigo was using, so ironic, Indigo was using a water oracle deck for you, and then you got this card from the Akashic Tarot. So you see how energies work? Like, we are in 2 different countries working from 2 different decks, and we are getting the same message. Now, this card here, fragmentation of your energy again. You see the waterfall is flowing in reverse. The waterfall isn't free flowing, it's flowing in reverse. So this Brenda is saying that there's a situation going on where you feel like you've lost your power. Someone else has taken your power away from you. You know, and this I'm getting is like your mother, and it's something, it's affecting you. It is affecting you. The emotions, like your emotions are turbulent right now. Your emotions are like, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of anxiety, there is like Indigo said, a lot of sleeplessness, but all of this is going on for you right now. Like your feelings are in reverse, so to say, because this waterfall, it is in reverse, so it's not free flowing. Look, it is not flowing and falling into this pool of light here. You're losing light. Look, you're flowing the other way. You're going into the dark. You're flowing the other way. So your light, this is your light here, and your light is being put out. This fragmented relationship, it's putting out your light. It's slowly putting out your light. And look on the 2 sides of this. You see this dark here? Look how narrow it gets right here. Look at the amount of dark here. It's like this dark force is trying to put your light out. It's trying to somewhat, I wouldn't say break you, but this is a very, very strong energy. And boy, you need to get away from this person. You need to get away from this person. And look what you have now here, paths unknown. So this is now telling you, you've been on one path. You have been on one path, and that path, you have seen all the results. Nothing new is going to come from this. Nothing different. You have to take a different path. And if you don't take a different path, you will never know the opportunities that lie out there for you. So see, this is you right now. You are in a period of reflection and contemplation. You're at the crossroads of life. You are standing smack in the crossroads of life, and you are being asked to make a choice. You are being asked to make a decision. And let me show you how the play on cards, how cards were. This is you. All right, so I'm going to show you. These were the two cards that you got. Oh, no, sorry. The Eight of Scrolls. I want to turn them. I'm going to show you something. This situation, see what you're looking at. Look at the direction of the cards. You see, this is you standing here. And look, you see the direction you're looking at the direction of the waterfall. So this is telling you that this is the central theme. Whatever is going on with this person, it is really, really affecting you. And with the water here too, I hear career with this. Your job has something to do with water. There is career going on with this. But what I'm really picking up for you, this reading is not so much around the career, but it's around the energy that's around you, that's affecting you. And I'm getting nitpicking too. This person, they nitpick at everything that you do. It's almost like nobody can be perfect for them. It's almost like there's always an issue with things. Nothing is ever all right for them. Nothing is ever done in a way that they appreciate. No matter how good it is, they find a way to tear it apart. You need to get away from this person. Like this says, paths unknown. It's time to take an unknown path. It's time to take a new path. It is time to take a brand new path. And look, the light is calling you, Brenda. Your life force, your light is calling you, but here you are standing. You know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing the Five of Cups in my head with this. Spirit is showing me the Five of Cups. It's almost like you're standing at this crossroads, and the crossroads that you're standing at, you're looking on what you lost or what you may lose if you make this choice, if you move in this new direction, but you're not looking at what you could gain. The card that I'm seeing in my head, you are sitting despondently looking at whatever fell over, but behind you there's a table laden. There's a table behind you with all good things, but that table, it just needs you to just head in a different direction. That's all. And once you take that choice, and things are going to work out different for you. And Indigo mentioned, change the things that you can, accept the things that you can't. The serenity prayer needs to be yours right now. Everyone comes here to live their own life. And listen, you see, if your mom is trying to have you live your life, you have to be brave enough. Listen, sometimes we gotta love even our family, love them from a distance. You're gonna still love them, but you're gonna love them from a distance. And if it means moving away from your mother so that you can step into your light, if you don't do that, your light is going to be diminished until she's gone. And then it's going to have such a stranglehold on you that even if she passes on, it's going to still be affecting you. It's time to start making changes. It's time to really start making changes for yourself. And I'm hearing standing up for yourself. Like, your power, like I told you, telling you that your power you feel like it's been taken away. Like there's nothing you can do about this situation. Honey, you always have a choice. You always have a choice, all right? That's what I have for you, Brendan. Sorry I got so passionate, but I was just seeing so much.
That's fine. I just wanted to bring up Brittany Montgomery has just said, I hope she doesn't mind me saying this. To be fair, I said currently hate people because I've had to call the cops every day for 3 days, and today I woke up to my car being stolen. So I just wanted to say to you, I'm really sorry to hear that. It's absolutely terrible. What I would say is that if you have a chance or a choice to, please do consider moving, because these things, I have a rule in my own life where I take note of things 3 times and then I take action, because, we do get that experience in life that we're being pushed to do something different. So I'm not saying that this is something that was necessarily destined to happen as such because of you or anything like that. I'm not saying it's karmic. I don't want to say that. What I am saying is take note of what's happened, how it's making you feel. And if there's a way out, please consider changing the neighborhood you're living in. Okay. Even if you stay at a friend's on the sofa or in a garden room or something, just take that leap of faith that everything's going to work out, but it's about moving is really important. Okay. All right. So I think you can't afford to move. Where are you, in the UK, Brittany, or in Australia, in America? Sorry. Brittany's an American name, isn't it? It's not an English name.
I think she's in the US. She's in the US.
Okay. So consider your friendship options. Myself, I lived on a friend's floor for about 2 months because I was homeless. There's always an option, but it's a decision you need to make yourself. But it's about taking that leap of faith that you can go somewhere and maybe even start from the beginning again. But it's important that you don't have that brick wall of it's not going to work. Now in the UK we have a wonderful charity called Christians Against Poverty, so you might have something very similar where you are. I'm not a Christian, I follow a pagan belief, but it's a case of we'll all help each other as much as we can, but it's you need to help yourself first. But I'm really sorry to hear that. It must be very, very distressing. I'm very sorry to hear that. So we have a lovely young man on here, or not so young man. I don't know whether he's a young man, I'm assuming. I'm going to do my last reading for today, I think, Loy, because we're coming up to nearly 6:30. I'm really hungry. I'm really, really hungry. So James Kinchol has put some lovely hearts and asked very nicely, can he be next? So I'd like to work with him. So if Loy starts, James, I think it's on YouTube rather than on.
Are you still here, James? James, let us know if you're still here.
If he's not here, yeah, he was on YouTube. If he's not here, then we'll someone else will get the golden ticket. Right, and thank you for everyone watching.
I can't find him. His comment disappeared, it seems like. Are you still here, James?
Can you let us know, please? I had very, very slow comments the other day. I don't know if you've had the same, Loy. They've been
Mine
so
are coming
slow
through, but for some reason, my screen only shows me so much.
Yeah.
Are you still here, James? Can you let us know? Oh, it's dinner time for you, Indigo, right?
Tea time, yeah. Well, evening meal. Yeah. You call it dinner. I call it tea. We have arguments about this in the UK. We have nothing more to do than have an argument about whether it's called tea or dinner. Dinner is going out for a meal for me.
It's about to be lunchtime here. Midday. I don't think James is here, so maybe we need to choose someone else because he hasn't commented. So maybe you want to choose someone else.
Okay, let's see whether it's me dinner, lol. Don't start that argument. Don't start that argument. All right, so is Lauren still here? Because I'd like to read for Lauren. She's really helped us out today, shared out a lot.
Oh, sure. Lauren, I see her.
Are you still here? She might have nipped off for her own tea.
Are you here, Lauren? Let us know if you're here. You're still here. Hi, Rowena.
Hi, Rowena. Haven't seen you for a while. How are you doing?
Are you here, Lauren?
Let's just see. I'm going to send her a message.
I like your earrings. And I like your leaf. I like your maple leaf as well.
I can send you one of these. I make these. You can have one for your hair. Yeah, send me your address and I'll send you one.
I will. I definitely. Oh, thank you. Lauren, are you here? Are you here with us?
I don't know whether she's with us.
I don't think so.
No. Says she's active now. I've just sent her a message. But I think she's not here. So I think you'll have to choose Laura.
All right, I'm gonna choose Mila. I've been seeing Mila making a few comments, so I'm gonna choose Mila.
Hi, Mila. I hope everyone's enjoyed the show. We've enjoyed ourselves. I've woken up with a massive headache today, so I promise you next week I'll be much more high energy. But I have enjoyed it. I really have enjoyed it.
All right, so Mila. Patty, you are late, Patty. Or maybe, what time is it on your end? It's early, because I know you're in Cali. I know you're in California. And you know what, Indigo? As I saw that, I tell you how spirit works, and I'm going to look for these and send you the pic. I have 4 decorations on my Christmas tree that are just like that. The only thing they're bronze. I'm just remembering that. Yeah, I have four decorations for the dangly things you hang on the Christmas tree.
Yeah.
4 of them in that exact shape. They're bronze. They're a black bronze, glittery color. And I got those like 2 years ago at my last job. And then so to see you come with that, I tell you how spirit works.
It's crazy, isn't it? I didn't make my earrings. They're Guatemalan.
I love
and
them.
I've never ever found a similar pair, ever. I brought them off a street trader at Seaside in Swanage in the UK. But yeah, it might be Ecuador or Guatemalan. You can get them, but I've never seen them. I'll show you it close up because it makes a bird, but they're peyote beads, so they're all little tiny beads. They're woven in a way that makes the birds. Yeah, they are one of my favorite. I haven't worn them for a while, but I've got a lot of jewelry. But I do make jewelry. I'm a jewelry designer, so I haven't made any recently. But I've been building my studio, which is where I'm broadcasting from. But I'm not feeling 100% today, so I'll be on form coming forward.
And guys, this show it reoccurs every Wednesday, so join us every Wednesday at 11 a.m. My time for 5 p.m. UK time.
I was going to say, don't join me 11 a.m. UK. Join me 5 p.m. UK.
Yeah, 5 p.m. UK, 11 a.m. CDT. That's my time.
It's mad, isn't it?
All right,
here at the same time, and it's different times. It blows my mind. I can't get my head around it ever.
All right, so we're reading from Mila. Mila, you have some money coming, and I'm gonna tell you why. This is gonna sound crazy. In Jamaica, when they announce when they are the lotto advertisement, it has this thing that says money, 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 money. And as soon as I saw your name, I heard that playing in my head. So that is telling you, Neela, that your finances are gonna turn around. It's not saying that you're gonna win the lotto, where it could be a possibility, but what I took away from that is you are worried about your finances. You are very, very worried about your financial situation, but Spirit is telling you that help is on the way. Help is very much on the way for you, all right? And the help can come from a source that you would not believe it. A source where you wouldn't believe that, you would get help from here, but help is coming from an unconventional source. So just be open to receiving, your blessings. And as well, be grateful for all that you have. The more grateful you are, a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. So you see, the more grateful you are with what you have, the more Spirit is going to give to you. And this is going to sound crazy to some people, but be grateful for everything, even your bills. You know why? At least you can pay a bill. You are in a position to pay a bill. There are a lot of people that can't pay a bill. So a lot of times, we be grateful, but at the same time, we look on our bills and we're like, man, the bill also proves that you are able to, say if it's an electric bill, be grateful and say, you know what, even though it's $100, at least I am able to provide electricity for my family. If it's the heat, I'm able to provide heat. If it's a grocery bill, I'm able to provide groceries. And when you are grateful for things, even in the midst of distress, I tell you that things will turn around. But you just have to keep that grateful heart. But change is coming for you. Indigo, you wanna say anything?
Yeah, I will do. I'm gonna move on with Mila. And then I think it's tea time. I don't know if Eddie's still here. I could see this being an ongoing discussion, tea and dinner.
Well, you know what? I accept both. Jamaica was a British colony for 200 and something years. So, and a lot of our customs. That's why for me, I'm going to tell you something, Indigo. I don't drink coffee. I'm a tea person. Like, for me, all tea and biscuits and all of that, like I'll always... Because some traditions, some things in Jamaica are, because, they're English, because we just gained independence where we became our own nation in 1962. So we still have a lot of customs.
Yeah.
So I'll go with tea dinner. I'm all right.
So I'm using the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. We've got Mirror Guardian for you, my love, for Mile. So take time to reflect. So there's something been happening around you recently that you're feeling quite upset about, that you're feeling quite forlorn about. But actually, what I would say is in life, these things happen. And when we get to the point that's next, we realize why those things happened. So whether it's letting go of a relationship that's no longer really working, but we're fearful of not having a partner, we let go of that relationship, and then we meet the most amazing person who really treats us well and has the most beautiful balance. So it's all to do with stopping, instead of living with regret, instead of living with the what ifs, looking to what's next. It's looking behind you, being proud of where you've come from and where you've got to, because I know you started life with very few qualifications or schooling, but I feel that you've got really into a good place in life. To echo what Loy was saying, it's like being grateful for everything external is important. Being grateful for what you are as well is important. So don't negate how far you've come. Don't negate what you've experienced and what you've been through. I do know there's some quite harrowing times around your childhood. I'm not going to go into them on a broadcast, but they're just saying you've come so, so far. Celebrate and do not commiserate where you are, because all you can do is look forward to the future. It's down to you to look into what really makes you happy, what really you want out of the world. We all have decisions to make. And with finances can hold us back. But I believe there's always a way. It's about looking into how that way can happen. So it might be that you need to start creating something to sell to make some extra money, or going around people's gardens and doing the lawn mowing. It doesn't matter what it is. I've sold my flower pots from my house when I've been broke. You know, it's just a case of making things work for you is really, really important. Okay. Hi, Lauren. I'm really sorry, but we're concluding now. We were going to read for you, but maybe Loy will give you a card. But we just got one more card for Mealy. We've got Stag.
Before you give her the other card, can I show her something? And
Please do.
Because it's in relation to what you said. You see the emotions card, the Mirror Guardian card.
Yeah.
Lauren, I'm saying Lauren, Mila, there's a situation that's going on, and this shows it. This intricacies and industry in reverse. You're trying to control the outcome of something. It's almost like, it's either, I don't know if it could be a relationship, it could be a career choice, but it's something that you want done, but you're being so impatient. It's like you want the results in the here and the no. The here and the no. You're trying to control the outcome. You're trying to control how this goes. You're trying to hang on to certain things, direct things, but listen, it's divine timing and divine guidance. And with the Mirror Guardian card, it's asking you to really take a look at your motives. The Mirror Guardian, you know, when you look in a mirror, you know what it does? It's a reflection. It reflects back to you. When you look in that mirror, take a good look at your motives. What are your true motives behind wanting a specific outcome? And then you have the light of the world. And this, you remember I just said to you that your help is going to come from an unconventional source. I get the feeling that this help is knocking, but because it's not coming from where you want it to come from, you're not looking. See, look, on this card, help is outside. This is the man outside the door with a lantern. I see the light. It's like an angel outside your door knocking. But you are inside so busy, you don't see that this person is knocking. You don't see the help is knocking. So this now goes back to the Mirror Guardian card. You need to be aware. You need to be aware and be in the here and the now. When you look in a mirror, you see your present reflection. You don't see your past. You don't see your future. You see what's going on right now. All right.
I was going to say, I've just got a conclusion card here, which is the Stag, which is trust and thrive. Okay, Stag comes in quite often when we feel we need a bit more guidance in our spiritual life, especially. You've got these 3 coils here, which is the either the triple goddess, or can also be seen as like energy swirls, as in the Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. It's up to you and what you believe. I don't mind at all, but it's saying to you about connecting to spirit, listening to the spirit, because you have a really good connection with spirit. I feel that they're trying quite constantly to get through to you, but you dismiss it as your imagination. Well, imagination is what me and Loy are using to read for you all. So understand it is not just your imagination. Your imagination is being influenced by outside experience. Trust and thrive. Trust is the key. Thriving, go for what you want. But just like Loy's saying, not everything comes overnight. It takes a long time sometimes, but just start moving those points forward and know that this outcome you're looking for, not the romantic one, because that I feel is a different agenda, but your actual career desire or your livelihood desire is going to come true. Okay, thank you very much.
Indigo, hold that card up again. I'm gonna tell her something else. Stags are about, a stag is proud. A stag is, I don't mean proud in a vain way, because, you know, they have these majestic antlers. A stag is that, it's that self-esteem. This card is telling you to work on your self-esteem. It is telling you that your self-esteem has taken a hit and you need to work on your self-esteem. Like when you look in the mirror, you should be seeing a stag. You should be seeing, you know, the stag representation of your energy, that proud feminine energy, but you're not seeing that right now. When you look in the mirror, it's like you're seeing the despondent you, and you need to take the steps towards getting back into your stag energy. Okay, hon?
Lovely. Well, I'm going to say good night. And I don't know whether Lloyd's going to say good day.
Well, I am going to because I have a coaching session. I have to go prep for a coaching session. So I do have a coaching session. So I'm going to say goodbye for now, guys. I will definitely try to get on later. But I will see you guys. And
I'll see you with Lloyd next Wednesday at UK time, 5 o'clock.
American it will be 10 a.m. I think EST. No, it's 12 p.m. EST. CDT is 11 a.m. And this is gonna be an ongoing show for, I don't know.
See how
as long as we are both here. Yeah, this is gonna be our Wednesday groove, guys. It was so nice being here. Thank you all for letting us read for you. We will see you next week. Have a wonderful
Thank you
day.
for all the love and the lovely messages and sharing out. And, you know, we can't do this without you, and we love what we do. So thank you so much.
Namaste, beautiful souls.
Bless it. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.
Bye.